Welcome, everybody. This is 10 Days in Dance, your chance to get your deep dive on all things electronic dance music. My name is Adam Kay, and for the next 10 stories, you get myself. And introduce yourself, please, Amy.
Hey guys, what's up? My name's Amy Farina. You might also know me as MC Unicorn.
I nearly put a time frame on our stories. We can't do that. We don't know how long it's going to take to talk about the things we've got to talk about. What am I thinking? How are you anyway?
I'm good. Yeah, it's great to see you. We haven't seen each other since Tomorrowland, and I know we've both been really busy, but yeah, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. This isn't a story, but I've got like a thing on my hands, so I'm still technically in rehab mode. It's nothing serious. It was just like a small operation. To make sure I can press my press stop on CDJs a little bit better. So hopefully we'll see the results at Tomorrowland Brazil, which is a story later on. So should we jump into them?
Yeah, you go first. You have a special
Oh, okay.
one.
I get to choose first aid. Right, okay. So, well, actually, it's a collaborative story because it involves not only myself and Amy, but also Bye Bye Plastic. We would like to welcome them to our family. So, who are Bye Bye Plastic, I hear you say? Well, it's an absolutely amazing organisation designed to reduce single-use plastics in dance music. Now, that might be news to you, but we are all on a crusade to stop plastic use generally across the world. These guys specifically are about single-use plastic in dance music. So imagine a single-use water bottle, okay, that's not been like recycled or anything like that, being in the club and you buy that bottle. We're trying to eliminate that. And to do and raise awareness, we've made something special. Can I play it, Amy? Can I play it?
Yes, play it.
Here
Roll
we go.
the tape.
So you will hear this at the start of every episode from this point forth. Listen carefully, I shall play this.
Hey, we are Bye Bye Plastic on 10 Days in Dance. We love to rave, but we also love the planet. We're helping artists, festivals, and clubs ditch single-use plastics for good. From eco-riders to plastic-free backstages. This is the new normal, and you can be a part of it. Sign the pledge, spread the word, and drop that plastic. Join the movement at byebyeplastic.life.
So there we go. Sign the pledge and let's get rid of single-use plastic. Amy, you were actually the person that introduced me to Bye Bye Plastic. So tell me a little bit more about your relationship with them.
I got connected with Bye Bye Plastic during the pandemic, during Corona time, when I had my podcast called the Drop Bass Not Bombs podcast. I think I actually even found out about them from ADE Green from like 2019. They were on my radar for a long time. Bye Bye Plastic was started by Blondish and a friend of mine named Camille. And it started because Blondish was stepping on all these plastic cups during bookings. Like you know how it is, like the end, or how it used to be. It's a bit better now. But at the end of the night at the rave or the festival, you're just crunching on plastic cups and all you see is a sea of plastic cups. And so in that moment, she decided to start the organization. And so I had Camille on my podcast, and then Camille and I have been in touch, basically working together on all different types of projects with EDM House Network. And then when we started our podcast, Adam, I was like, we got to have them. And I'm hoping we'll all get together during ADE as well. Camille and I always see each other in Amsterdam during ADE. So yeah, that's my story.
So jump online, get involved, and you can also follow them on Instagram, which is a good place, at Bye Bye Plastic Life, and also follow at Break Free from Plastic for all of the details. Some amazing blogs if you want to learn more about that. So there we go. Story 1 on 10 Days in Dance.
So my first story is about one of my favorite artists at the moment, Reinier Zonneveld. I feel like I've been talking about him a lot. I can't remember if I put him on my top 10 DJ list that I shared a couple weeks ago. I don't think so, but if I can update that at some point, I would, because he is one of my favorite artists at the moment. One of my favorite sets at Tomorrowland Weekend 1 this year was Hard Car, which is Reinier Zonneveld and Angerfist. I unfortunately had to leave that early because obviously I had to go work, at the end show. I had to go get the fireworks. I had to do my one job. So I had to leave, not my one job.
You had to live the festival, you mean?
Yeah, I had to, I had to leave the set. I had to leave Hardcore to go to Martin Garrix because I need to get the clips of
That's what I'm
Martin
saying. You were doing your job. You had to see as many sets as possible. You're not there for a good time. You're there to work.
I had fun, though. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, so Reinier Zonneveld, so this story is not about that, but that's just a side story. So Reinier Zonneveld marks his 200th Filth on Acid releases with Someone to Hold with the subs. So this track just came out. I love it. I love everything he's doing right now. And yeah, I just wanted to put this one out there for us.
And do you know Renier's favourite saying?
No, what is it?
Karma!
What does that mean?
I thought it was Dutch. I thought you'd know. I think it's Let's Go Crazy, isn't it? In another word. Karma. That's what, because obviously his pseudonym, remind me of his pseudonym?
Hardcore?
Hardcore is part of Karma, right? So it's all part of that. So that's why Reinier Zonneveld, he's got like brands, he's got all these things, but Karma is his favourite saying.
Never. I'm gonna look that up. I mean, in Dutch, if you want to say "go hard," it's hard han, but like karma. I'll look it up, or we'll ask him. We should ask him when we see him.
Well, not being a native, that was me wrongly assuming that it meant go hard. Because karma sounds like go hard or something like that. I don't even
I'm
know.
going to look it up.
Okay, time for story number 2 from myself, and it involves dance music fashion. It's an observation, and I need to bring it to the table because I keep seeing it, and I'm not sure how comfortable I am with it. I'm talking about leather belts. Leather belts in dance music, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fashionista. I like nice things. I like to look good. I'll try and look good. But leather belts are making a thing in dance music, and I've got reference points. I've made a list because I keep seeing it. So from Steve Aoki to Julian Jordan to Ketama to David Guetta to Mal P, all wearing leather belts with light jeans. Now, Amy, tell me, is that good? I mean, I don't know why I'm noticing it. I just am.
I wore a leather belt when you were there. Okay, I wore a leather belt very recently at a festival that I was just at. However, it wasn't real leather. It's definitely fake leather and had a chain.
Plastic leather.
Yeah, pleather. Because
no, but you're not using single-use plastic leather.
No, because we were wearing it often. So I wore like a pleather skirt and a pleather belt. But it sounds like what you're describing is mostly like men rocking real leather belts.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know why I'm noticing it. And it's not really a thing. I just wondered if anyone else may have noticed that, like, this shift in fashion. Because I think there's a fashion for like real stonewash, light wash blue denim, right? So it's light, almost white. And then I never really noticed. Denim went. So most people were not wearing denim. But now I suppose most people are wearing denim. They need belts to hold it up, I guess. And because it's dark belts versus light trousers, I'm noticing it more. I just don't know. I'm just not sure I can... Like, Mal P wears sort of loafers with big, wide sort of Balenciaga trousers sometimes, and then sometimes jeans and belts. I just don't know if I'm in part of that. I can't do it. Is it just me? I'm not following fashion, to be honest, but I'm not sure I like seeing dark belts with... I mean, Julian Jordan as well. I mean, everyone's got... Actually, I've got it. The perfect person in dance music who can only wear a belt is Mr. Belt from Mr. Belt and Weasel.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. He can have it, all right? But no one else. You're not allowed to wear leather belts with light denim. There you go. Just saying, thanks for listening.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you pro leather belts? Are you anti leather belts? It's like the chicken tenders thing all over again.
Honestly, now I've mentioned it, I'm sure you will start to see it more and more and more. Look out for it.
I'm going to pay attention.
So there you go. Look out on Instagram.
That's funny. That's a good one. So my second story is about Above and Beyond. So Above and Beyond is teaming up with the Belong Center to bring real-world connection at U.S. shows. So the Belong Center is this incredible organization that is trying to fight the loneliness epidemic. So loneliness is a really big problem today in our society. It's impacting a lot of people, especially since the pandemic. People are feeling more alone as always, and nothing brings people together like trance music, especially Above and Beyond, I feel like. So they've been partnering with this organization, and proceeds from their ticket sales will go to the organization. And then at their events, they're going to have activations. So like photo opportunities, like I'm looking at the press release here, and there's like place you could take pictures, places you can get some more information. So I love this collaboration. And we talked earlier in the episode about Bye Bye Plastic and their involvement. And anytime I see, EDM and charity or EDM and a good cause coming together, I'm all about that.
I've got to make a confession. I've still not listened to the album yet. The Above and Beyond album. I know they did an interview with Zane Lowe. So yeah, I need to dig into that because it's been a busy few weeks, let's be honest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and what a great collaboration that is. So well done, Above and Beyond. Nice story. Time for story number 3 on 10 Days in Dance. We are bringing you the things you need to know in electronic dance music. Now, I shared recently on our Instagram page a video about Hardwell and a video about Armin van Buuren. If you saw it, then thank you very much. If you haven't, let me explain. I caught up with Armin van Buuren at Tomorrowland and asked him about a face-to-face. He'd recently done them with Maddox. He'd recently done one with Hilo. And I asked him if he would be up for doing a face-to-face at Tomorrowland next year. He said yes, but that was where it ended. The next interview I had on that day was from Hardwell. So I picked up the same topic with Hardwell and asked him, would he be Armin van Buuren's face-to-face partner next year at the festival? And if you go back and look at the videos, Hardwell actually said, well, I think you've just sorted it. So I'm excited, and I cannot guarantee anything like that will ever happen because obviously 12 months is a long time. It might even happen before then. Fingers crossed it will. But I would like to see that face-to-face. Hardwell, Armin van Buuren, and also Hardwell's been covering for Armin on a State of Trance radio show because Armin takes August off for a vacation, families. So it's very likely that something like that could happen. But my question to you, Amy, is who would you like to see do a face-to-face? I've got some suggestions to allow you to think. How about this one? Eric Prydz, aka Cyrus D, against Anima, face-to-face. I mean, that would sell out stadiums. I'm certain of it. That would be
That's a good one.
epic, right? Another one I would like to see is Charlotte DeWitt face-to-face with Amelie Lenz. That would be like a context versus exhale thing. That I know they've done back-to-backs, but that face-to-face, that could also be amazing. So, Amy, I've given you a chance to have a think. Who's first, top of the list? Who would you like to see face-to-face?
For some reason, the first artist that's coming to my mind is Nico Moreno. I like his energy. And Patrick Mason.
Oh, face-to-face.
Yeah, I'm picturing. Okay, you really put me on the spot. So it's just the first, because I want to see like interactions. Like,
That'd be energy versus energy.
yeah, that's who I want to see. You should pitch those. Those are good ideas.
Well, fingers crossed. I also recently asked Kolsch why he hasn't done a back-to-back with Carl Cox. So I also think that they shouldn't do a back-to-back. They should do a face-to-face because Carl's been doing back 3 backs, back 4 backs, back-to-backs at his residency at Universe. But I think there's something special in Carl Cox and Kolsch. Maybe even at Tomorrowland. That would be amazing next year if that could happen. But yeah, those things I think excite me. And there's been loads of exciting things in dance music. We're about to talk about some more. But that particularly, Armin van Buuren, Hardwell face-to-face, sign me up. Tell me when it's happening. I'm there.
Well, I have one follow-up question. You just asked the question. What stage is it on? Main stage? Where would you put it?
That would have to be main stage or
Stupid.
Freedom. It could also happen on the Freedom stage. But as a visual thing, you kind of want it on a main stage, I think, because it's a visual thing. But and then the Freedom stage is also, super visual, isn't it? So either works, to be honest. Either or, it's got to be something that everyone can see. So it wants to be bigger the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was at the Armin van Buuren Maddox face-to-face at State of Trance. We talked about that on the podcast. It's the first time I ever saw in my 17 years of going to raves and festivals, something like that. So I want to see more of that. I like this trend.
Fingers crossed for the next 12 months. Watch this space.
Okay, so my third story is on a sadder note. It's about the Brooklyn Mirage because we have to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. I was supposed to go in a couple weeks. I'm heading to the U.S. very soon, and I was supposed to go either for Afrojack or for Bunt or for maybe both. Everything was ranged. In May, Brooklyn Mirage announced all these artists that they were opening, and now we just found out they've filed for bankruptcy, for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So RIP Brooklyn Mirage. Don't think they're opening anytime soon. I can't imagine in 2 weeks Afrojack is happening. But yeah, it's sad. This was something New Yorkers were, and I'm a New Yorker, obviously. We were really looking forward to this. It's not to say we don't have clubs. We have a lot of clubs. We're spoiled, okay? But this was supposed to be historic, legendary, iconic. So it is a shame, and there was a lot of money and time and energy invested in this. So it's sad.
Do you know what? We spoke about it when it was happening, about the change, about the money they put into it. I don't know how, because I've not done enough research. I don't know how something like that collapses so much. And when you overrun with any kind of construction, I realize that the bills get sort of astronomical quickly. But the lack of foresight or provision for things like that just looks like a massive business fail. What seems to me, though, is that the space is still there. The work is all pretty much done. So for some place or somebody to come in and pick it up and just open it seems like a no-brainer. Or was it more than that, to do with licensing? Do you know? There's
a lot of permits and things like that, but there's a lot of memes circling around on the internet where it's people at an after party, and it's us at the after party trying to figure out how to buy the Brooklyn Mirage. Yeah. So somebody might buy it. So Avant Gardner, the other venue that's right there, that still exists, but the Brooklyn Mirage itself hasn't opened. But it's not to say someone won't buy it. I mean, from what I understood, there was a lot of permit issues. But like you said, those are things you should really foresee. Maybe it's just because I'm a consultant and have a project management background, so I feel like that would be something that I would do an analysis on before I. Yeah, but who knows?
If you've got business and it's worth, I mean, Brooklyn Mirage was doing okay, right? It seemed like a financially viable business space. They took it to the next phase, so it's not like it was a bad business model. And if you're turning over hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, maybe even millions, then just that business foresight was just incredible. It's a shame, most importantly, because of all the shows and obviously for the New Yorkers, like you said. But anyway, look, let's keep our fingers crossed that the space is still there. All it needs, and the infrastructure is still there. So let's just hope that the licensing happens and someone with lots of money comes in and says, let's do something good. Maybe like a Schweier, New York. Maybe that's an idea or something like that. Or But yeah, no, the other brands are available. But hey, it's exciting.
We used to have Pasha. I used to love Pasha, New York. We used to have that. I will be in New York again in December, so feel free to send me to the Brooklyn Mirage in December if it opens, or maybe sometime next year. But yeah, I just felt like we had to talk about it because this is big news. It's just like, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room, isn't it? No one's really been talking about it until it was officially, we're done. No more. Shame. Anyway, work hard, people, and make it happen. Fingers crossed we'll be there in December. Hey, Amy.
Yes.
Time for story number 4, and it involves a busy October because Tomorrowland Brazil is happening. I'm very excited about that. Lots of new stages, lots of new things. All the details are on the Tomorrowland app, so go and search them out. I'm also going to be playing there. I'm not going to announce exactly which stage yet. It's something special that I will, so look out for it on our social media. I will share the details. What I do want to talk about is the amount of shows in October that I'm now going to miss because I'm going to be in Brazil. For some reason, and I have no idea why, everybody is coming to London in October. And I say everyone, Charlotte DeWitt is doing like 4 or 5 gigs in 4 days at the start of October. I'm not here, gutted. I mean, that's never been done before, like for literally 4 or 5 gigs in the first week of October. What? Then we've also got Blondish. She's doing the Roundhouse in October. Can't go because I'm in Tomorrowland Brazil. Paul Kalkbrenner's just announced he's going to be in London. Not sure I can go. Date's not announced yet. Net's coming to London. Not sure I can go. I mean, what's going on with October? I know there's ADE at the end of the month, so lots of DJs are in Europe. But if you're a DJ watching this, tell me why you're suddenly going crazy for London in October, and tell me why you've left it this late to organise it, because I'm not going to be here, and I'm very upset about that. There. Thank you very much. I'll get my small violin out, and yeah, there you go. But it's true. So many gigs. And yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not going to be at any of them.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay, my fourth story is about ADE, so great segue. It's about October, so that worked out perfectly. So ADE Lab is expanding and creating ADE Lab Village. So for those of you guys who don't know, ADE is Amsterdam Dance Event. It takes place every year in Amsterdam in October. It is the mecca for electronic dance music. It's a conference, it's festivals, it's documentaries, it's art exhibitions. ADE is not just for DJs, it's for industry professionals, but the ADE Lab is kind of more focused on DJs. It's where you have like the master classes and the studios. So historically, they kind of just had it in like one area, but now they're going to create a village. So the village is going to take place in Westergaas Park. I think I saw
That's a good
Carl
place. That's a nice
Cox
place.
at the over there. Yeah,
really nice.
I've been there. That's a really nice park. So you're going to create a village. There's going to be like little places to eat, little places to meet up, master classes, studios. There's going to be a radio there. So I was thinking we should definitely pop over there. We'll definitely go there. But yeah, I thought this was cool. This was a cool addition. I never went to any of the ADE Lab stuff because I'm not a DJ. I'm not an artist, so it didn't really apply to me. But this village might be pretty cool to check out.
Now, the ADE Lab is a little bit like Mixmag do things like that. And it's kind of like a boiler room-ish vibe that they're going for, but it's also open to any, right? You don't have to pay to go to these. Am I right saying that?
That I'm not 100. No, I think, let me check in the...
No, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but sometimes
you're fine.
They do pop-ups where it's like, just come and see the DJ, and you're like, okay, that's a great idea.
So, according to the press release, the ADE Lab pre-sale is live now. So the general sale will be August 14th. So with the ADE Lab Pass, you'll get access to all 4 days of the program elements of ADE Lab. But you are right, there is always stuff that's for free. So with ADE, you have different, also disclaimer, I don't work for Amsterdam Dance Event, but I do promote for them. So just before I get into like all of this next stuff, there's different packages. So you have like the AD Pro Pass, you can get access to the full conference and all the events. You have AD Lab, which is more specific to DJs. AD Green, which is what we talked about when we talked about Bye Bye Plastic, which is a one-day event for sustainability. Or you could buy single event tickets. So there's all different kinds of ticket packages, ticket options.
And that wristband, if you buy the ultimate package, gets you into literally every building in Amsterdam whilst AD is on. So yeah, definitely a good purchase. Excellent. And finally from me on this edition of 10 Days in Dance, I want to share a few stories, a few headlines, because there's lots. There's too many things, and I've only got 5 stories. Headline number 1, Kolsch is taking his studio on tour, so look out for that. That's very, very exciting. It's called The Machines. He's taking all of his synths and things on tour. Look out for that. Also, look out for the DJ Mag Top 100 not being at ADE this year. Did you know about this?
No, and it wasn't there at 2023. I always miss it. Like, why? Why?
Guess what? Guess what? It's changed location. It's changed countries. It's even changed the month. Usually, the DJ Mag Top 100, by the way, have you voted?
No, I stopped voting. So.
Oh, really? I did. I stopped voting.
Do you vote still?
No, I did. I stopped voting, but then I started again this year because I was like, you know what? Why not?
Okay.
So as much as you believe it or you don't, I was like, you know what? The people I've seen deserve my vote. So I
Good.
don't mind sharing my vote. And my vote for number one was, my number one was Martin Garrix, because when he goes live, he's awesome. I think I put number two, I believe I put Kevin DeVries. Number three, I put the Swedish House Mafia. Number four, I put a drum and bass DJ called Charlie T, because I love what she does. Amazing. And I put myself at number five. Is that all right?
Yeah, you should be number one. Oh, I love that. Okay, maybe I'll vote. I was very big into DJ Mag back in the day.
Yeah.
Like everybody, I think, in the 2012, 13, 14, 15, that kind of era. And then I stopped. But yeah, maybe I'll vote again. I know it does help the DJs. I should look into it again.
Vote for me at number five. Anyway, look, I didn't share the location because usually, historically, it's announced at AMF in Amsterdam as part of ADE, right? So we're just talking about that. However, this year, it's in September.
Oh, that's soon.
And do you know where?
Where?
It's taking place, the DJ Magazine Top 100. And bearing in mind, this is like Martin Garrix, this is David Guetta, this is Tiesto, this is Skrillex, whoever, Hardwell, taking place. And there will be a DJ set from the number one DJ at this location. It's taking place at the end of September at Universe in Ibiza.
Oh,
Yes.
well, if that happens next year, I kind of want to go to that because I'd rather do that. Okay, this is horrible to say, but I'd rather be in Ibiza than in Amsterdam. I know it's very privileged to say because I live an hour and a half from here, but Amsterdam in October or Ibiza in September.
I know, but this is what we've manifested this. We've spoken about this before. We talked about Universe being a New Year's Eve event, destination place for just events. Now, DJ Mag have taken their event and put it at Universe. So very exciting. Excited to see, because change is good. I'm excited to see how they present it, how it's formatted, who's hosting, who's doing all that. And I'm also excited to see who's number one. And they'll also be performing there. So I don't believe Martin Garrix has played at Universe yet. So technically this would be his Universe debut if he was to be number one. However, and think of this whatever you will, David Guetta also hosts a residency at Universe. And he's obviously been going hard for the DJ Magazine Top 100. So some have been suggesting that it's only being held at Universe because David Guetta's already going to be announced number one. Now, again, I'm just sharing what you read on the social sites.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But it's being said. I mean, you can see why, because David hosts, obviously he works at Ushuaia, he's got his residency, but then so does Martin Garrix on a Thursday. Again, that's all been neutralised. Anyway, good luck to all the DJs. DJ Mag Top 100, that's happening at Universe in Ibiza. Good luck to everyone taking part.
Great. So my fifth and final story today is from another artist who I love dearly, Ferry Corsten. So Ferry Corsten just came out with a new track with super strings, Have Me If You Want Me To. It's been stuck in my head. It's catchy. It's groovy. This track just came out. I love it. I don't know if you had an opportunity to listen to it too. It was just like,
you know what? Ferry's working hard with Ruben as well. We had Ruben Durand on our show previously. You can check out that edition anytime. But he spoke about the collaborative projects he's been doing with Ferry. So yeah, Ferry's been very busy in the studio. He's also been busy touring. So this all makes sense. Is it called Superstring? Or working with...
So Ferry Corsten and super strings together, and the song is Have Me If You Want Me To. It's Have Me, and then If You Want Me To is in brackets.
That reminds me, I've been playing this year, one of my favourite tracks has been Superstring. And I had a moment where I didn't know who made that track. So I've been playing it, and it's been going off in my sets. It sounds so good. I'm like, I need to find out who made this track. Cygnus X Superstring. So it's called the Nil Six remix. Do you know Nil Six? Have you heard of them?
No, I don't think so. Send it to me.
So Nil Six, I was like, I need to find out who this person is. Then I found out it's Mark Sixma and Orjan Nilsson.
Oh my God, I love Orjan Nilsson.
Suddenly the production made sense. Yeah. So there's my connection to Superstring. And Nil Six, you now know who Nil Six, go and follow them. Two amazing producers making some amazing sounds. Orjan and Mark are amazing producers, and you'll hear it in their productions. So go and search out Nil Six. Also, aka, check out their remix Superstring, which links it back to Amy's story. And Ferry Corsten. Sorry.
Love that. I'm going to check that out.
So there we go, a wrap for this edition of 10 Days in Dance. So many stories, 10 to be precise, all accurate, all in the world of electronic dance music. That's what we do every time we do it. For everything else that you need, why not go and check out our YouTube feed or our Instagram feed for loads of interviews, also on Spotify, Deezer, and wherever you listen to podcasts. It's been a great edition, great stories. Amy, thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
No, I think that's it. See you guys soon.
Okay, time is flying, so we will be together again soon. I don't know where, don't know when. But until then, yeah, that as well. ADE is fast incoming, but Tomorrowland Brazil before then, and loads of stuff in between. So keep tuned, follow us on Instagram, and follow and like the videos, and start to tell people about 10 Days in Dance. And the next time you hear us, you will hear our collaboration with Bye Bye Plastic at the start of the podcast. Don't be put off. It's our new bumper that you'll hear every time we start our podcast, because we're supporting eliminating single-use plastic in the world of dance music. So look out for 10 Days in Dance /X, call it what you will, Bye Bye Plastic, and we'll see you next time.